Okay, hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss about how to read the data from web.xml file. So we know that web.xml file is a deployment descriptor where Servlet engine reads the data from web.xml file and perform the lifecycle operations. Okay. So to read the data from web.xml file, we need a config object. We need a config object. So how to create a config object? It is very simple by using get servlet config method. So servlet config. Here config is an object. Okay, by using get servlet config method. By using this method, we can retrieve the config object. So by using config object, we can access the parameters or data from web.xml file. So we know that web.xml file consists of web app is a root element and it consists of servlet followed by servlet consists of servlet name and servlet class. These two are the sub elements of servlet element. Okay, and to create parameters in web.xml file, those are also called as initialization parameters. So how to create initialization parameters? We have another tag called init param tag. Init param tag is used to create the initialization parameters, right? So and init param tag have two elements. One is param name and another one is param value. So in param name you can specify the parameter name just like username, and param value is nothing but the value which is associated with the above parameter name, that is username. So here it may be the admin or you can write any value. Okay. Close init value, sorry, param value and param name. We need to close this one also, right? So in this way we can create initialization parameters in web.xml file. Okay. So we need to access these from Servlet. Okay, and this is one initialization parameter we created. If you want to create more number of parameters, simply use this tag to write one more initialization parameter. Okay, and here parameter name is username and you can write any parameter here. Let's say parameter is password and its value is like 1 2 3 4 5 6. So here we have created two initialization parameters. Its parameter name is username and its value is admin. Another one parameter is password and its value is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Like this you can create n number of parameters and those parameters are created within servlet tag. Okay, these parameters are for a particular servlet. Okay, not for all the servlets in your web application. It is for only the particular servlet is associated with the given class, right? We have two parameters. Then how do we access these parameters? So first we need to create a config object. Okay, and by using servlet config equals to get servlet config. By using this we can create config object. And to read the initialization parameters, we have a method called get init parameter. And followed by parameter name. So here just like username I am giving. And how do you call this method? We can call this method by using config object, because this get init parameter is available in servlet config. So we can simply write string uname. Let's say here it is a username. Okay, and what is the value of username? Here admin. Admin is stored in uname. So by using getInit parameter, we can retrieve the data from web.xml file. Okay. So now we will just give a demonstration program on how to read the data from web.xml file. And this application is used for reading the data from index.html just like a form, as well as reading the data from web.xml file and validate these two data, whether username is admin and password is 12345. Then we can just say login success or else login failed. So previously we checked manually, right, and in the previous program. Now we are just changing the values in Servlet web app. Okay, nothing but web.xml file. Now we will see a program, right? So just I created web apps and Servlet a program file. Let create index.html. It is already created. So here we are just passing the username and password. Username is identified by using T1 and password is identified by using a P1, and then login button. Okay. This is a simple registration form, and here we can give the URL is login, right, and web.inf. So here first we can write web.xml file. Let me write web.xml file, and later just we can change the class name also. So login form data, as well as login form XML servlet. Here we are reading the data from login form as well as XML also, right? Simply you can use any class name. Okay. Here just I'm using these things, and to create initialization parameters, so what things are required here? Init param tag. Okay, I already noted here. Just I'll copy and paste these values. Right. So init param and close the servlet. Then servlet mapping. So servlet name is lf access. You can write any name, and URL pattern is login only, and close the servlet. So here my servlet class name is login form XML servlet. Means we are reading the data from form as well as XML. Save it and close. Now create the source file. Just remove this class file. Okay. Okay, right. So here manually we are giving admin and the password is password, but now we have to read the data from web.xml file and just check it. Okay, so simply first create servlet config object. Servlet config equals to get servlet config. So get servlet config is one of the lifecycle method. Not lifecycle method, sorry. It is one of the method in servlet interface. So it returns a servlet config object. And then read the parameters. So just here string, just I am reading the data from XML, just xname and config dot get init parameter, and here the parameter name is username, and string xpass equals to config dot get init parameter, and the parameter name is password. And we are validating username, which is equals to xname, Okay, and here we have to write like this: xname, uname equals to xname, and upass equals to xpass. Okay, we can say login success, otherwise a login failure. Okay, this is the way we can read the form data, and this is for reading HTML data, and we need to change the class name your login form XML servlet, right? So login form XML servlet, and the same name we have to give for saving name of the files. Okay, then close it, and login form. Let me open this and save it because it is saved in text document, not Java file. And just check all. Remove this text document as well as this document. Okay, now compile this. Command prompt java c space file name dot java. If any errors are there, then it will display, but here no errors, so class file is generated successfully. Okay, and everything is finished. Then we need to start the server. XAMPP control panel, go to XAMPP control panel. Yeah, start the server. And the application name is Servlet program 5. And open admin. Click on manager app, and username is admin, password is password. For login into Tomcat homepage. So program number 5, it is true, then just click on this and directly we can get it. So just typing username is root and password is 1 2 3 4 5 6, just I'm typing, but actually what we have to enter the username, that is admin, but I entered as root, so it has to give login fail. Click on this, so login fails. Okay, then go back and then refresh it. Then username is admin and password is just I'm typing 1 2 3 4 5 only, not 5 6. Again login fails, so just I'm adding 6 over here. Click on this, so login success. So hope you understand this.